For many South Africans, 5 million rand sounds like a lot of money. And in many ways it is. But here's the question nobody seems to want to answer honestly. Is it actually enough to retire on in South Africa? Right now, in 2026? Not it depends, not speak to a financial planner. The real answer with real numbers. I've sat across the table from dozens of South Africans with 5 million rand who either retired too late out of fear or too early without a plan. Both outcomes are painful in completely different ways. So today, Cam and I are going to walk you through exactly what retiring on 5 million rand looks like in South Africa. The honest version, the one that includes inflation, taxes, longevity risk, healthcare costs, and the question nobody thinks to ask until it's too late. Stay with us. If you're new to this channel, I'm Hardy Swart, founder of Family Wealth Custodians. My team and I help South Africans approaching and in retirement bring clarity, structure, and confidence to their financial lives. With me today is Cam Sondler, fellow senior financial planner here at Family Wealth Custodians. Cam works directly with clients in the retirement space every single day, so he brings a very real, very practical perspective to this conversation.
Thanks, Hardy. And look, this is a question I hear constantly from clients and from people who reach out to us. Is 5 million rand enough? It's one of the most common questions we get. So I'm glad we're tackling it properly today with real numbers.
Before we dive in, a quick request. Our goal is to reach over 1 million South Africans with honest, practical retirement education. But more than 70% of our regular viewers are not yet subscribed to this channel. If this kind of content helps you, please do us a favor, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And please remember, everything we discuss today is for educational purposes only. It doesn't constitute personal financial advice. Everyone's circumstances is unique, so before making any big financial decisions, please consult a certified financial planner or relevant professional. So let me give you the headline right at the start, because I promised honesty. 5 million rand can be enough to retire in South Africa, but whether it's enough for you depends entirely on 4 things, and most people only think about one of them. Number 1, how much income do you actually need? Not what do you think you need, but what the numbers say when you build it from the bottom up.
Number 2, when to retire. Because retiring at 55 versus retiring at 65 is not just a 10-year difference. It's potentially a 15 to 20-year difference in how long your money must last.
Number 3, how your 5 million rand is structured. 2 people with identical portfolios can have dramatically different outcomes based on how their money is invested, taxed, and drawn down.
And 4, what happens to the things money can't control? Health inflation, longevity, or market movements. I particularly think the 4th one is the one people underestimate the most, Hardy. Clients think about the number. Do I have enough? That's always the question. But they don't always think about the what ifs. What if I live till 95? What if I need frail care? What if markets drop 30% in my first year of retirement? And those are the scenarios that a proper plan needs to absorb.
Exactly, Cam. And that's what we're going to show you today. Part 1, the income question. The first thing I do with every client is ask them to tell me what they spend. Not what they earn, but what they spend. And almost every time they underestimate it. Here's why. Most people calculate their retirement income need by looking at their current take-home salary and assuming retirement will cost the same. But retirement is not the same as working life. Your cost structure changes completely. So let's build this from the bottom up, the way we actually do it at Family Wealth Custodians. We always start with medical costs. In South Africa, medical inflation runs close to 10 to even 12% per year. A couple on a comprehensive hospital plan today pays roughly between 6 to 8,000 rand per month in premiums alone, before things like co-payments or gap cover and out-of-pocket expenses. So a realistic medical budget for a couple in retirement should be around 8 to 12,000 rand per month at today's costs. Basic living costs is the second thing we look at. Housing, groceries, transport, insurance, utilities, these grow roughly at 5 to 10% inflation per year, especially if you're looking at the long-term average. So for a comfortable, not extravagant lifestyle for a single person, you might budget for 20 to 30,000 rand per month. And for a couple, that might be 30 to 45,000 rand per month. Then discretionary spending. These are things like travel, hobbies, family experiences. This part varies most, and honestly, that's the part that makes the retirement worth living. So here's a baseline example for a single person retiring today. Medical at 6,000 rand a month. Basic living expenses, 25,000 rand a month. And modest discretionary spending of about 7,000 rand a month. That gives us an amount of about 38,000 rand a month. And let's then also add an additional, let's say 7,000 rand for taxes. This is of course an assumption and really depends on where and how you draw your income. That brings us to a total amount of 44,000 rand a month, or roughly 528,000 rand per year.
And hardly, I think it's worth saying that 44,000 is not a lavish retirement. That's not business class flights and 5-star hotels. That's a comfortable and decent life. And yet we still find that many people arriving at our door genuinely haven't sat down and calculated this from the bottom up. They have a vague sense of what they spend, but not a real number. And that vague sense almost always turns out to be an underestimate.
Correct, and that underestimate in retirement is where retirement plans start to fail. Not in the markets, not in the advice, but right there in the budget. Now, let's run a 528,000 rand a year against 5 million rand. Part 2, the maths and where it gets uncomfortable. If you have 5 million rand and you need 528,000 rand per year, that's a withdrawal rate of close to 10.5%.
And is that sustainable, Hardy?
Well, Cam, here's the truth I promised the viewers. And honestly, it's way too high. The research, both globally and in South Africa, consistently shows that a sustainable long-term withdrawal rate from a balanced type portfolio is much closer to 4, maybe 5%. Some South African research gives us a little bit higher number, especially with our higher interest rates, suggesting that you might draw up to 5.5% with the right structure. But at 10.5%, you're not running a retirement plan. You're actually running a countdown clock. With a simple model, assuming an 8% long-term return, 6% inflation, and a 528,000 rand annual drawdown, shows the money running out in approximately 14 to 17 years. So if you retire at 60, that means running out of money in your mid-70s, when your healthcare costs are at their highest, when you are most vulnerable.
I want to pause there for a second, because I know some people watching might feel a bit winded right now. 14 to 17 years, that's a sobering number. But Hardy, and this is important, this is the unstructured version. This is 5 million treated as a lump sum, drawn down at a flat rate, with no planning. And that's not what we do. That's not what most people with proper advice do.
Exactly, Cam. And that's precisely where the conversation gets interesting. Because the number doesn't change, but what you do with the number changes everything. 5 million rand is not enough the way most people think about it, but it can absolutely be enough with the right structure. And that brings us to part 3, how structure changes everything. Let me show you 3 structural decisions that can change the outcome of a 5 million retirement dramatically. Decision 1, where your 5 million rand lives. There's a massive difference between 5 million rand in a pension fund or living annuity, or 5 million rand in discretionary savings, and 5 million rand split between both, because the tax treatment is completely different. If your 5 million rand is inside a retirement fund and you take 1/3 as a lump sum at retirement, then according to the 2027 SARS Retirement Fund lump sum withdrawal tables, the first 550,000 rand is tax-free. The rest is taxed on a sliding scale up to 36% on anything above 1,155,000 rand. In this scenario, that means if you draw the full 1/3 as a lump sum, then you are going to pay approximately 327,749 rand in unnecessary taxes. That means a 5 million rand fund could yield as little as 4.6 million rand in your hands after tax. That's money lost before you bought a single month of retirement income.
And this is something people are genuinely shocked by when they first see it. They've built up 5 million over a career and they think 5 million is what they're retiring on. But if they take 1/3 as a lump sum, without thinking, they're actually retiring on about 4.67 million. And the difference is the tax that could have been avoided with proper planning. A far better approach, in most cases, is to keep the majority inside a living annuity. Maybe withdraw and invest the tax-free lump sum and draw income monthly. You only pay tax on what you draw, when you draw it.
Decision 2. Your withdrawal rate from a living annuity. The FSCA regulates living annuity withdrawals between 2.5% and 17.5% per year. But legal is not the same as sustainable. At 5 million Rand with a need of 528,000 Rand per year, your withdrawal rate is above 10%. Almost certainly not sustainable over a 25 to 30 year period. But, and this is what changes the conversation, your living annuity does not have to be your only source of income. At Family Wealth Custodians, we call this the multi-stream income approach. Instead of one tap, you build multiple taps, and you control which one you open and when based on tax efficiency and market conditions.
Now, this is one of my favorite parts of the planning process because it's where creativity comes in. When clients come to us with 5 million Rand, the first question isn't just how much can I draw? It's what are all the sources you can draw from? A tax-free savings account, a discretionary investment, maybe some rental income, maybe a few years of part-time consulting. When you layer those together, the pressure on the living annuity drops significantly, and suddenly, the picture looks very different.
Decision 3, the 3-phase retirement plan. One of the biggest mistakes I see is people planning for retirement as if every year is going to cost the same amount. They won't. We divide retirement into 3 phases. We call this the go-go years, which is the first 10 to 15 years of retirement, where you're active, healthy, and your discretionary spending is the highest. Travel, hobbies, family experiences, this is when you spend the most. The next phase is what we call the slow-go years, roughly years 15 till 25. Travel reduces, lifestyle spending eases, but medical costs start rising meaningfully. And then the final phase is the no-go years, late 80s onwards. Here, lifestyle spending drops, but healthcare and frail care costs spike. And in South Africa, private frail care currently costs between 25 to even 45,000 Rand per month.
And I think what the 3-phase model does is it gives people permission to actually enjoy the early years of their retirement, which is the part they've been working towards their whole lives. So many retirees spend their go-go years being overly cautious with money. They're terrified of running out of it. But when you model the spending dynamically, when you show someone that their spending will naturally reduce as they move into their slow-go years, they relax. They can actually enjoy year 1 and year 2 without constant anxiety.
Exactly. And when you combine all 3 of those structural decisions, the right tax vehicle, multi-stream income, and a dynamic spending plan, the 5 million Rand picture looks meaningfully different from the countdown clock we described earlier. That brings us to part 4. What actually works at 5 million Rand? Let me make this concrete. Let me show you what a genuinely viable 5 million retirement could potentially look like, with honest expectations. This is Maria. She's 63, single, and wants to retire now. She has 5 million Rand, 3.2 million Rand of that sitting in a pension fund, and about 1.8 million Rand in discretionary savings. She owns her own home outright. Her budget, using the 3-phase framework, is as follows. In the go-go years, Maria intends to spend about 30,000 Rand a month. That equates to 360,000 Rand a year. In the slow-go years, about 25,000 Rand per month. And in the no-go years, that will drop down to approximately 22,000 Rand a month. Of course, that amount will be inflation adjusted. Plus, she will also budget for dedicated frail care reserves. That's a modest, but in her case, comfortable retirement. Not extravagant, not deprived, but real. Here's how we structured it. Her 3.2 million stays in a living annuity. At a 6% initial withdrawal rate, still aggressive but more manageable than 10%, that generates approximately 192,000 Rand per year, or 16,000 Rand a month. The 1.8 million Rand in discretionary savings goes into a conservative to balanced investment drawing about 14,000 Rand a month for the first 10 years to top up the living annuity income. Combined, that gives her 30,000 Rand a month before tax, which is very close to her go-go target of 30,000 Rand per month after tax.
And what I like about this structure, Hardy, is that it's not a perfect plan. It's an honest plan. The 6% drawdown from the living annuity is still on the higher end. We'd want to review this every single year. If markets perform well in the first 5 years, Maria is in a very comfortable position going forward. But if markets are tough in the first 2 or 3 years, this is what we call sequence of return risk. We need to look at whether she can reduce discretionary spending temporarily, whether some consulting work here and there makes sense for a year or two, or whether there are other levers we can pull. But the key is that she has a plan with levers. The alternative is no structure, one tap, drawing whatever she needs each month. That's the version that runs out in 14 years.
Exactly. And that's the difference. Not magic, not extraordinary returns, just structure, discipline, and annual review. That brings us to part 5, the thing most advisors won't say. Here it is, the honest answer that most people don't want to hear, and that most advisors are too cautious to say directly. 5 million Rand is a retirement number that requires trade-offs. It's not the number where you retire and stop thinking about money. It's not the number where every dream is fully funded without compromise. At 5 million Rand, you would likely need to be genuinely disciplined about your budget, especially in the go-go years when the temptation to overspend is highest. Consider this. With a part-time income in the first 3 to 5 years might take meaningful pressure off the portfolio. Be realistic about estate planning. 5 million Rand can support a comfortable retirement, but leaving a significant inheritance while also fully funding your own retirement may not be possible simultaneously. And accept that you may need to adjust your income drawdown if markets underperform for an extended period.
And I want to add something there, Hardy, because I think it's important. None of what we just said is bad news. These aren't failures of planning. These are the features of an honest plan. The person who goes into retirement knowing these trade-offs exist is infinitely better positioned than the person who goes in believing they have unlimited freedom and then gets a shock in a year or 3 or 4 when reality finally arrives. Knowing your constraints is not a burden. It's actually what gives you confidence.
Well said. And the other thing is, I want to say this very clearly. The person with 5 million Rand who has a structured, reviewed, tax-efficient retirement plan will almost always outlast the person with 8 million Rand or more who has no plan and draws whatever they feel like each month. Structure beats size every time. So let me give you the 4 scenarios where 5 million Rand actually works well. And I mean comfortably, not just survivably.
Now this is the good news section.
Now, definitely the good news section. Number 1, you retire later. Retiring at 67 instead of 60 gives your portfolio 7 more years of growth and reduces the years it needs to last. A 7-year delay on a 5 million Rand at a 9% return gives you roughly 9.1 million Rand to retire on. That changes the entire conversation. Number 2, you have other income streams. A small rental income, part-time consulting, even a defined benefit pension from a previous employer dramatically reduces pressure on your portfolio. Number 3, your expenses are genuinely lower. If your home is paid off, your children are financially independent, your lifestyle is modest, and your medical costs are well managed, then 5 million Rand works very comfortably. And then number 4, your 5 million Rand is well structured. Using the right tax vehicles, drawing from the right sources at the right time, can extend the life of a 5 million Rand portfolio by 5 to 10 years compared to an unstructured approach.
And I'd actually add a 5th one. You start planning early. The single biggest advantage we see is not the size of the portfolio. It's how far in advance someone starts thinking properly about it. The person at 55 with 3 million and plans well for 8 years often ends up in a better position than the person who arrives at 63 with 5 million and has never thought about it. And time is the most underrated retirement asset.
I couldn't agree more. And that's a genuinely important point for anyone watching who isn't quite at their number yet. Everything Cam and I have described today is a framework, not a personal plan. If your situation involves multiple income streams, offshore assets, a business sale, estate planning for children and grandchildren, or an investment portfolio that's sizable, the decision becomes significantly more complex, and the stakes of getting them wrong become significantly higher. That's specifically who we work with at Family Wealth Custodians. And if you'd like to find out whether your retirement plan is as structured, tax efficient, and sustainable as it should be, there's a link in the description below where you can book a complimentary exploration call with one of our retirement specialists. It's a 15-minute conversation, not an obligation, just an honest assessment of whether we can add value to your situation.
So now let's bring it all together. 5 million can be enough to retire in South Africa, but it requires 4 things. Firstly, an honest bottom-up budget and not a guess. Secondly, a withdrawal rate that is genuinely sustainable over 25 to 30 years. Thirdly, a structure that maximizes tax efficiency and draws from the right sources at the right time. And lastly, annual reviews, because retirement is not a set and forget event. The question isn't really, is 5 million enough? The question is, do you have a plan that makes sure that 5 million will work? Because these are 2 very different things.
That's the perfect way to put it. The honest answer most advisors won't give you is this. 5 million Rand is a retirement number that demands a plan, demands discipline, and demands annual attention. But with those 3 things in place, it's absolutely workable. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and share it with someone who is asking the same question. And again, this video is for educational purposes only. It doesn't constitute personal financial advice. Please consult a certified financial planner before making any big financial decisions. Cam and I would love to hear from you. What do you think is the right number or enough to retire in South Africa? Drop your comment in the comment section below. We read every comment and try to answer as many as we can.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the comments on this one.
I'm Abdi Swart.
I'm Cam Sondro.
This is Family Wealth. Keep investing into your future.